my name is AFC and welcome to a new PvP battle. This battle is against Sparky. I think I've played him in one of my previous videos. He led off with Tornadoes against my Rotom, and he just stayed in and went for knockoff. So what I kind of want to do is I want to go into Weavile. Hopefully he goes into Tornadoes. That would be amazing for me. But no, he goes into the Keldeo. Not too much of a deal because I can just bring in my Rngesus. And we should be safe right here. Goes for Scald, and that is definitely choice specs damage. That did way too much for a resisted hit on the Rngesus. However, now I'm going to make an aggressive double into my Heatran, because him clicking the double Scald is very unlikely. So I believe he either goes into Ferrothorn or Tornadoes, but it ends up being the Ferrothorn. So either way it works out for me, because otherwise I would have poisoned the Tornadoes. But now I'm going to click Lava Plume. I'm not going to click Stealth Rocks this time, because I've had a lot of people who stayed in with Ferrothorn against my Heatran, going for Leech Seed, going for Spikes, but Lava Plume hits his whole team basically. So he goes into Keldeo, and this is going to be some nice chip. There's no recovery on this, and we get the burn as well, which is really nice. And now I can just I know Rngesus is a really obvious play, but I'm still going to do it because if I go Rotom, it might be difficult later to check the Gyarados, which I need Rotom to commit to. So we'll just bring in Rngesus. He goes for the Scald, gets the crit and the burn. Kind of unfortunate, kind of annoying, but I also burned him, so whatever. Now I'm going to double into my Keldeo, expecting the Ferrothorn. Nice. And if he went for the Scald there, obviously I would have resisted the hit, so it wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But now I can just go for the substitute as he hard switches into the Tornadoes, and this is where it becomes rough for him, because he has to hit 2 Hurricanes in a row. What I can do is just go for the Scald there. He actually went for Taunt, meaning that I get an extra hit off on him and I burn him as well. So that's really nice. And if he misses a Hurricane, he's going to be screwed. He missed, and I connect my Scald, and I'm still behind the sub. So let's see. Should I just click? Should I just click Scald? I feel like if I just click Secret Sword, probably better for me, because I didn't get a Calm Mind up. Secret Sword is gonna kill him anyway, and the 2-hit KOs the Ferrothorn. But yeah, he does stay in, because he could have also tried to preserve his Tornadoes with the Regenerator and gone into Ferrothorn. But either way, the Tornadoes is finally gone. He did break my sub because he did connect the Hurricane. Would love to see a Hurricane animation though. And now Staraptor comes in. From the last time I played him, I know it's Choice Scarfed. So what I could do, let's bring in the Heatran here. Heatran resisting both, because Rotom takes a lot of damage from Double Ledge, and then I really need it for the Gyarados. I can still deal with the Ferrothorn with Rngesus and Keldeo, so I'll just go Heatran. Don't think he's going to click Close Combat though. Oh, he goes for U-turn. And most likely Nidoking coming in, I think, because if he goes Keldeo, it's just switch into my Rngesus. Gyarados, I'll bring in my Rotom. So yeah, Nidoking does end up coming in. I can still... Last time it was Choice Scarf Nidoking, I believe, so I can bring in my Rngesus. Could be wrong though. I do remember a Nidoking with Choice Scarf, so I'll just bring in my Rngesus. This goes for Earth Power, and that is definitely Life Orb. Okay, that is definitely Life Orb, but now we know. So what I could do is actually bring in my Keldeo here. If he goes for Sludge Wave, I still live it, but if he goes for Ice Beam or Flamethrower, Keldeo resists the attack. So let's see. Yeah, it goes for Ice Beam, so that works out really well for me. He gets a crit though, but now I get some offensive pressure off on him, and I get to fire off the Scald. The only thing that could switch in is his Ferrothorn, but I could either sub on it, or I can go for the Secret Sword. Actually goes into the Staraptors, and this thing is going to take a lot of damage. Yeah. Now I'm actually going hard Landorus. Just because I switched in Heatran last time, Heatran can still be annoying for his Ferrothorn. And I don't think I need Landorus because his Nidoking isn't Choice Scarfed, so he goes for the Brave Bird. And that is a 2-hit KO for him. But now I am able to bring in my Rotom since he is Choice Scarfed. As he goes into the Nidoking. And I don't want to take damage on Nidoking, but on Rotom, but Nidoking is also his win con. So what I actually want to do is I kind of want to make a double. I think Ferrothorn might be coming in if he goes for the safe play. I could sack Landorus later. Landorus is not important, but I can sack it later. And if I go into my Heatran, I cover the Ferrothorn play, and if he does end up attacking, Heatran isn't necessary to win. So yeah, we end up getting the right play, getting in Heatran against the Ferrothorn. And at this point, as long as I keep Rotom healthy, should be able to win if I knock out the Ferrothorn. Because I still have Landorus with the Choice Scarf as well, so one Dragon Dance is not gonna do it for his Gyarados. I'll go for Lava Plume here, as he does end up staying in. And he goes for Stealth Rock, and what I can do here is get up my own rocks as well. Yeah, I'll just go for rocks here. I just have to make sure that I could beat the Gyarados if he did bring it in on the Heatran. But now Staraptor is basically eliminated because he's going to die to rocks. And I'm going to switch into my Amoonguss against the Keldeo. He goes for Secret Sword, 31%. And Keldeo is getting burnt down. Let's see, how do we play this? Honestly, I can just go for the Giga Drain here. As he brings in the Staraptor, basically sacking it. But now Keldeo has to switch into Stealth Rocks. Because when it's below 40%, it's going to die to knockoff. Yeah, now Nidoking comes in. And at this point, like I said earlier, my Landorus isn't needed because his Nidoking isn't Choice Scarfed. So I don't need the Choice Scarf on this thing, and I don't think I need Landorus. I'm just gonna sack it. Goes for Sludge Wave, actually knocking me out. Surprising. But now I get to bring in my Weavile and just click knockoff. Because Keldeo gets 2-hit KO'd. I'm not sure if Nidoking dies, but this damage on Nidoking basically makes sure he cannot switch into Stealth Rocks anymore. He sacks the Ferrothorn though. Also fine. This means I don't really need my Heatran. So I could decide to sack Heatran. Maybe I should have sacked Heatran instead of Lando against the Nidoking. But yeah, that's already over. Now Keldeo coming in, and I can just bring in my Amoonguss. As he goes for Secret Sword. And at this point, I'm just going to Giga Drain again, because if he takes, even if he crits me, he will be low enough for knockoff to kill. But yeah, he doesn't get the crit. I get the Giga Drain damage off, knock out the Keldeo. And he only has 2 Pokemon left. Gyarados coming in right now, and I'm not even going to play around this. I'm just going straight into my Rotom. If he Dragon Dances, that's fine. If he substitutes, that's fine. Goes for Dragon Dance. And I can just go for the Volt Switch right here. Goes for Substitute here. Smart play. But getting some chip off on this. And now, since I have to sack a Pokemon, I might as well bring in Weavile, go for the Ice Shard chip. Because Keldeo beats Nidoking. So I can just go into Weavile. Get the Ice Shard chip. Then go back into Rotom. And this is why I needed to keep my Rotom healthy, so that it could deal with this Gyarados. He goes for Waterfall. And I can basically bring in my Rotom again. He can only sub one more time. He cannot paralyze me with Bounce. He goes for Substitute. I get off my Volt Switch. And I'll go into my Among Us. He cannot go for the Substitute. And I don't think he's going to Dragon Dance because I can kill him with Giga Drain. So what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to sack my Heatran right now, because I'm pretty sure he's going to attack right here. And if he goes for Bounce here, I can even kill him with Heatran. But no, he goes for Waterfall. But that's fine. Got some extra health on the Among Us with Regenerator. And I can bring in my Rotom, because Among Us can still live a hit from the Nidoking. In case Keldeo doesn't knock it out, but now I go for Volt Switch. He goes for Waterfall. He doesn't get the flinch. We knock out the Gyarados. And now it's my Keldeo against his Nidoking. And even if my Keldeo for some reason doesn't knock it out, I can go into Among Us, sack Rotom, bring in Among Us and live any hit. He cannot status me because of the sheer force. And also because of the burn, so should be fine. Let's go for Scald. We end up knocking out the Nidoking, and that is going to be the game. So I hope you guys did enjoy this battle.